I mean, to want and to be ambitious and to want to be successful is not enough. That's just desire. To know what you want, to understand why you're doing it, to dedicate every breath in your body to achieve
Hey guys, Marty Mason from Physique Freakz here on the 31st of December, ready to go into the new year strong. 2018 is going to be a great year for all of us. I hope you guys had a lot of learning experiences from 2017. I hope you found your fair share of success, and I want you guys to be able to build on that now. So what I want to do before we move forward into 2018, I want to give you guys a backstory on how Physique Freakz came about to be, what we want to embody, and ultimately what our goal is moving forward into this year and years to come. So Physique Freakz started with myself first and foremost. It was November of 2014, and I was unhappy with where I was in life. So I'm moving through the motions, and I'm trying to figure out something that really matters to me, but couldn't really put my tongue on it. So growing up as an athlete and playing sports and being in all these different types of environments, I really felt confident in my abilities to learn things, but maybe what I was insecure with at the time was my body and my health. So moving forward into it, I started to take note and realize that I started to spend a lot of time on myself, trying to figure out how my body works, trying to figure out what foods to eat, spending a lot of time in the gym, almost 4 hours a day. Not that I would do the same thing now, because that's a big waste of time, but still in the beginning you're trying to learn, and I'm a firm believer in fully immersing yourself into something. So I immersed myself in it, I learned it, started asking questions, being curious, and once I propelled myself to a level that I was comfortable at, and I wanted to help others now, right? So I'm moving through the motions, people are starting to ask questions. I'm like, wow, I could really take this as a job or even potentially a career, because it's motivating. It's motivating to motivate other people, and it really gives you a sense of purpose in the morning when you wake up. So that sense of purpose led me to becoming obsessed with what I do. Ever since a kid, I strove to be the best. So whether it be the piano or playing basketball, whatever it was, I always try to fine-tune every little single detail until the competition was just blowing out of the water. They couldn't keep up. So going through the motions now, I get my certification, whatever it was, I'm trying to think of a name. So I'm thinking, working on my physique, it gives me a sense of confidence, it gives me a sense of fulfillment, knowing that my body's healthy, that I look good, that I feel good, and that I can help this feeling onto other people or assist them with getting themselves to that level. I became obsessed with it, so I'm trying to find a word that rhymes with physiques, because all the great companies have a name that is easy to remember first and foremost, and it's very distinguishable. So I'm like, physique. Alright, I think I'm a freak at what I do. I've always thought I was a freak at what I do, and moving forward that rhymes, so let me put two and two together, bam, it's made. So Physique Freakz came about, made my logo, put all this time into the company, and that was just the very beginning of it. From there, it had to be a lot of learning, getting in different environments, focusing on my attitude that I bring to the situation, good energy, and getting around people who are a level higher than me, learning from them, finding people that are at my level, and then people that are maybe below, not in just any sense, just in what we're talking about here in health, nutrition, fitness, and life, because we're all at the same level, we're just learning at different paces. So trying to learn from these top guys, having people to ground me, and then trying to teach it to fully master these techniques, movements, nutrition, mindset, whatever it may be. So I think something that's very important, guys, if you're looking to build a goal moving forward into 2018, is one, your environment, the people around you, what you're doing outside, what you're doing inside, trying to refrain from repetitive patterns, from sitting too long. All right, changing your environment's gonna allow you to do all these things. It's a big, big factor. Number two is the attitude that you're bringing to situations. So are you going into that situation saying, hey, this is gonna be fun, I'm trying to learn, I'm gonna have a good experience. If I do make a mistake or feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna learn from it. I'm gonna try to fine tune it and see what I could do to make it better the next time around. All right, attitude is super important. That falls with energy as well, so the type of energy you're bringing to the situations. If you're having good energy, are you amplifying the people around you? If you're learning from someone. Hey guys, so back from the beach now in shorts because it's a little more hot. It was nice and cold this morning. Sorry about the change of backdrop. What had happened was my camera died because I didn't charge it enough this morning. But anyways, beginning where I ended off over there, I was going to the point of the type of energy you bring to situations or events you may go to, or just everyday life interactions. So super important, if you're meeting with someone, right, say for the first time, and you're saying, hello, my name's Martin, all right, or you could speak loud with your chest and portray a sense of enthusiasm, right? So, hey guys, my name's Marty, I'm here today with Physique Freakz to tell you why we're gonna be healthy, right? So one is a little more dreadful, one is a little bit more lively, right? Bring good energy to certain situations in your relationships as well. So say if you're learning from someone, super important, right? Because you may not be able to give them information because you're trying to take in information, but you could give them good energy. You could articulate good questions, all right? Use your curiosity and do your homework before you meet with them. Learn a little bit about them and ask good questions always. So the type of energy will always determine whether you're going to move forward in a relationship, you're going to move backward in it. It's super important to getting closer to your goals, whatever it may be. If you're in the relationship or business of people, it's a relationship business. So you need to always make sure that your energy levels are high. If we're not doing our homework to take care of ourselves and doing those things that are going to propel us forward and give us good energy, it's going to be very, very hard to sustain that over time with people. Right? We end up getting burnt out. We end up feeling lethargic. So it's always at the top of my list to wake up in the morning, spend a little bit of time to myself, give myself the energy I'm going to need through good eating, through mindfulness, some quiet time, formulating thoughts, and then from there moving forward into the rest of the day and starting to build on those once I have a visualization of how I want my day to go. The fourth thing and fifth thing start to tie into each other. So after the energy you bring to situations, you need to make sure that you're one, staying disciplined, and two, staying consistent with what you're doing. So in order to stay disciplined, it sounds a lot easier said than done. I don't want you guys to think of it as discipline, right? Think of it as fine-tuning a filter that you have. So we have an idea of where we want to go. Say it's over here. All right, we have an idea of where not to go. So we have this filter, a yes filter, a no filter. All right, think of it as the Instagram filters, right? We got X Pro 2. It's a pretty nice filter. We might throw it on a majority of our images to make it look better, right? Or you got another ugly one, say like, I don't know, black and white one, maybe Mayfair, something like that. If that is black and white, that's not correct to me. All right, one that's gonna maybe give it a different feel, but doesn't look as pretty. So most of the time we toss that one out, right? So think of your life as choosing between good Instagram filters for your picture, right? We have our lens here, we're looking through it, and once you have a good idea of where you're trying to get to, it's a matter of yes or no. Is this thing conducive with where I'm trying to get to? Or is this thing gonna deviate me from the path, right? So it's a yes or a no, but just know that you formulate the answer to that based off where you know you need to go. So the biggest thing for me this year was trying to fine-tune that filter. Once we do it, we have an idea, but it's also important that we have some time outside where we're not super serious all the time and we're able to just like lay low and relax, right? Because it is true, you can only focus on one given thing for so long before the quality of your decisions start to go down. Kind of like drinking, right? The more you drink, the lower the quality decisions you make. And from there forth, we just need to focus as best as we can for a certain amount of time, spend some time unfocusing, get some time outside, stay disciplined with your endeavor, with what you're doing, but then also grant yourself the autonomy to, hey, if I need an hour off, if I need to go do this, go do that. Super important in life, because you could only produce certain quality for so long before you get tired. So guys, once you start to fine-tune that filter, it's a big matter of being consistent with it. So if you're going to do something, or you say you're going to do something, end up doing that. And a big part of that is not overburdening yourself. Don't say you're going to do a million things and get 2 things done out of the million. All right, say you're going to get 3 things done and get 3 things done. It's a lot more easier, and you'll feel a higher sense of fulfillment when you're able to get everything done you said. All right, so it goes down to, like, for me, I keep a checklist, right? Checklist for the week, for the month, for 3 months, for the quarter, whatever it may be. But now that I have that in sight, I have it broken down into small individual weekly goals, and then that builds me up over the month, over the quarter, over the year. So making sure that you have those realistic ones, and then you have the far-fetched ones, because those are super realistic as well. You just gotta make sure you're staying disciplined with the rest and consistent. One I want to share with you guys was, I think at the beginning of this year, like, I set one, it was a financial goal. So I was like, all right, I'd like to, I think by the end of this year, try to make at least $300 a day. So I said to myself, in the beginning of the year, it was a little far-fetched, but once I start to look at it in the terms of knowledge that I need to know, the professionalism and the standard I need to hold myself at, I break it down into monthly. All right, maybe this is how many sessions I need to do a month. This is how many I need to do a week. What are some other forms of income that I can have where I'm not just needing to spend my time right here in person, right? So it goes into tying different things in, different streams of income, being creative. And that's something that I was able to figure out because I had a little bit of time on my own, all right? Maybe I was spending a good 8 hours working a day inside the gym and training, but outside of that, I was able to be creative. I was able to think of new ideas. I was able to spend some time to myself to formulate these ideas. And that is what is super valuable to me, is not only that you're taking time to invest into other people, but the time that you're investing into yourself so you have better quality information to share with people. So that is the one thing you get from a takeaway from this. I think it's super important, because you can always add more value to yourself. And then once you learn how to communicate the information well, then you can share it with other people. And that will always amplify your life and those around you. So that's my goal here. I want to keep adding value to the lives of you guys who are, I'm very grateful to be watching this video. But yeah, just very grateful. Wake up in the morning and have a sense of purpose when you wake up, and your days will be great. So this is Martin Mason signing off 2017. I hope you guys have a very safe New Year's. Don't drink and drive. Do not do anything I wouldn't do, which isn't much. And I hope you guys take some of these things into account to propel you into 2018 in a very momentous path forward to success and health. Have a great day. Physique Freakz out.